I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah. Can I hit that? Okay, yeah, yeah. Can I hit that?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Burrow will throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
2 yards the loss, second and 12. Second and 12 now at the 44-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Burrow, and that is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow looking for Campbell downfield. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Fourth down. The Colts send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
He's brought down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a 1st down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. On the counter, it's Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Derrick Henry. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
The ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. A toss left. Henry. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 23. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Down carry for Henry. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Henry. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They'll run with Henry. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
For the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that'll do it for the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Set to kick off.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Evans on the tackle.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a 1st down. Now Burrow. That's caught by Howard. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked it.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Titans' 42-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. Got some real estate inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, right? A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Second and 13. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brown. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
A 12-yard gain on the play.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Mac Wilson.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
At the 39-yard line.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He'll look to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They're going to look to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw again. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Alert flare. Mike 54.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow, and he'll find Pittman. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
50-yard line.
On 1st down, Hines. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check. Watch 54. Hey, man. Watch the boot. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Now it's Burrow. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there. This is Hines. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
The ball carrier. Tackle made at the 21-yard line.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be, 38 yards out. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Now this will make it into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 35.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 32.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And it's 3rd down.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. They'll run on first down. It's Henry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flushed out right. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 1-yard line.
Henry. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The pile, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped him well short of picking up a first down.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
On 2nd down, Burrow on the slant, completes to Hopkins. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
10 at the 22-yard line.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went into the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a...
And got his man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Burrow will throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They run with Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Titans 10.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Here's Burrow. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. Past the 20. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense over-committing. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
2nd and goal from the 1. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try to run with Hines. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's interesting where we are in the game now. The analytics folks, they might tell you to kick the field goal and make it a 2-score game. But you have to wonder if emotionally they're thinking, let's go for the touchdown and try and slam the door.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Blankenship's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The Titans on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. A quick toss outright. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Complete.
Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
They begin the drive with Hines. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Play action. It's Burrow. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
4th down.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taken right on the 30. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
1st down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Man open left side is Brown. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Colts are going to recover the football. And that should be enough to get them home. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Indianapolis, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire...
Champion, yeah, we here. Reach in my
goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do,